Lights, camera, action. Key a star now. I'm always on a page, it ain't hard for me to stand out. I'ma need a band if you wanna sit on this couch. Sit on this couch. Lights, camera, action. Key a star now. I'm always on a page, it ain't hard for me to stand out. I'ma need a band if you wanna sit on this couch. Sit on this couch.
What's happening, y'all? It's the Star in Charge, Star Life, and we back at it with another edition of Certified Star. We figure out what makes these niggas stars for real. Make sure y'all like this video, y'all drop a comment down below, and y'all subscribe for more interviews. Now today, I got a very special guest with me, the Barbie.
What's up with you?
What's good with gang?
Shit, nothing much. I'm thugging. Ready to go back home.
Uh-oh, don't say you ready to go back home,
everything,
man.
I am.
Well, shit.
Boosie out here.
At least I was able to get you up out of here
Yes,
before.
I know.
And let's talk about how I hit you. Years.
Yes, I was gonna say you've been keeping the faith, so I appreciate you for fucking with me, because I would have been like, bitch, fuck you. Bitch had me waiting all this time.
She did, but I ain't gonna lie. I seen the potential in her way before the clout, way before the views. You feel me? I seen something, and I was like, you know, come fuck with me. But she wasn't fucking with the star at the time. You said you was busy, but who really knows? You feel me?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie on God. I really was going through some shit for real. I was homeless and shit. Really couldn't even get up and get in the shower to start my day off right. So you know, so it was really like just some personal shit. But I was fucking around on the side too still, so I could have still slid through.
Right,
so that was my fault, but that's why I'm here now.
Exactly, and as long as you here, that's all we really do appreciate.
God.
So here at Certified Star, we like to do with our guests, we want you to take us back to the trap. Take us back to where you originally from.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'm from North Richmond, California. My daddy is from Central. I believe as a kid I lived in Central. I don't really remember too much. I just know that as soon as I was able to make my own decisions, I was in North Richmond. I was raised by my granny for a little bit. My mom was still young and shit, so she was, you know, I don't even know what the fuck she was doing to where she couldn't have me. But I think I just chose to go there, or my granny wanted me, or something like that. Because my mama always been in my life. So I lived on 1355 Kelsey Street. That's where I'm from. That's what I claim. But my partners and shit, they from 3rd, 5th, Blaster from 4th Street, the projects, you know, shit like that. So I'm affiliated with all of that shit. That's why I got a song where I said Kelsey where I'm from, but I'm 358 too. Because, you know, we all one. I grew up in the projects, Shields Reed. I really didn't get to go to too many public schools. I went to school in jail and shit. But, yeah, that's pretty much how I grew up. The trenches was shipping missions. I damn near had to get jumped in the swerve. I had found the fucking snake and shit in the back, and we wasn't really as close as we is now, but they tried to stump my snake out and shit, so I had a fight with Terrell O'Reilly. He in jail right now, but I pretty much just grew up in the projects. I'm from downtown though, that's where I laid my head at. Shields Reed, regular day in the hood, Lucky's, the store, just a bunch of miscellaneous little shit. I'd be talking all day if I was trying to, you know, give details on God, but that's pretty much where I come from.
I feel that. So how was your childhood and shit growing up? You had some siblings? Any siblings with you? You said you was mostly raised by your grandma and shit, right?
Yeah, I was mostly raised by my grandma, but I do got 5 siblings. I got my little brother James, Kiev, Biscuit, Jelly, and Bentley. That Biscuit and Jelly, not their real names. That's their nicknames. And I'm the oldest, obviously. We all got a good ass relationship though. Like we was always together. Like my mom literally just stayed around the corner from my granny. So it wasn't like we was hella separated or far apart. But it was really just me, James, and Kiev for a long time. And then my mom met her baby daddy and had kids with him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then I got siblings on my daddy's side too. A little sister Jabria, brother Armani. It's a few. My daddy be playing though. He don't really be introducing me and shit like that. I be having to figure out on my own. Right. I believe I got a sister named Faith too, but we don't really talk like that. So you know, I don't know what the status is with that. But I'm not really like a sentimental, reach out, we siblings type of person, you know? Right. So it is what it is. But my mama kids, we locked in. I'm all they know. They all I know. And that's just how that go.
Okay, I feel that. So how was school? What schools and shit was you going to growing up?
Well, I went to, for middle school, I went to Helms. And then...
Let's start elementary.
I went to Nystrom. I went to Nystrom, that's in Central.
Okay.
So, I went to Nystrom. That's pretty much how I got affiliated with like niggas from Central and shit. That's how I know them. That's how it's like, you know, they funkin' with my niggas and shit, but it's like they'll see me and still speak because they grew up with me too. It's like a bittersweet situation, but I be trying to make sure I stay in my place as far as being locked in with them and being from North Richmond type shit. So I went to Nystrom. I actually got expelled the last day of school, so end up going to Harbor Way. And then
wait, what was you doing to get you expelled from school? You was boxing bitches out? Or?
Nah, I had a fight with this nigga. I hope he watched this too, cause he got me fucked up. But I had a fight with this nigga named Josh. I think he hit me with a dodgeball. He did something that pissed me off, and I chased his ass around the school. And we had a fight or whatever, and I got expelled for that. And then after that, I went to Helms. I got expelled from Helms because I had a fight with some bitch named Daniela. And then my mama fought the principal and went to jail.
Yo, mama fought the whole principal?
Yeah, because they was trying to pick sides. Like, they didn't even get my side of the story. They just straight expelled me. My eyeline's coming up. But they just straight expelled me. So my mama fought the principal, boom. So I didn't stay at Helms for long. I was only there for a little bit. And I went to jail. So I went to Mount McKinley, juvenile hall, school.
Oh, you in juvenile hall with it.
Oh, God. And then when I got out of there, I actually graduated high school in county. So I went to Mount McKinley, boom. I got out of jail. I went to Pinot Valley for a little bit, high school. I went to Richmond High for 3 days, and I transferred to Pinot because that's where all my friends was at. And then when I went to Pinot, we had like a big ass riot and shit, swerve. And I got expelled, went to jail, and for fighting the attendance lady. Then I went to school. Yeah, that's it. I went to school, juvenile hall, West County. That's it.
Damn, so you was going to school in jail at this point.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
How was that transition over for you? You feel me? You being on the streets, doing what you do, and then boom, you pull some, and now they got you locked down. How was that feeling for you? How was that transition for you?
Well, for the longest time, I used to tell myself, "Dad, I'm getting my daddy karma." For real.
Why?
Because my daddy been in jail all my life, and my mama had told me that one time what happened? Basically, everybody always doing the same thing, but I was the only one to go to jail. And then there was a lot of situations where we all be doing shit, chipping missions, all type of shit. I'm the only one who would get took to jail.
They'll take everybody, but they only keep you?
Yeah, like they let everybody go to their parents, but arrest me and hold me. So it really got to a point where after the first 3 times, I'm like, man, I'm sick of this shit, cuz I'm cool. Like, I'm over it. I'm not doing nothing else. But then when I really got out and wasn't doing nothing for real, and they was taking me to jail for little petty shit, I'm like, damn, maybe this my destiny. This is what I'm supposed to be type shit. So it really was hard for me, only because I was really trying to figure out what my purpose was and why I kept going to jail and shit. So it was just like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go type shit. But it really didn't affect me too much after a while. I got used to it.
How many times do you think you was like in and out, going back and forth? How many times?
Oh, I know off top. I've been to jail 47 times.
47 times?
Oh God, because when you go to juvenile hall, they tell you like how many times you've been booked in there.
Damn.
So when I got to county, I was like, damn, because I was already at like 30 something when it was during my weekends and shit. And then I went to jail. I went to juvenile hall one last time, and she was like, damn, this one I set for like 18 months because the bitch said I hit her with a hammer. So I'm like, damn. She like, girl, you been in here 43 times. So I'm like, for real? Boom, I ended up getting out of juvenile hall. I'm grown now. I go to county. I've been to county a few times, so that made it 47. But yeah, this.
So what was the difference between like juvenile and county, you feel like?
Shit, it wasn't no difference, nigga. I was in jail. That shit boosty all the way around. But juvenile hall is more lenient because y'all juveniles, so by law they have to take care of you. Good food, education, clothes, hygiene, all that. And county is more so you fend for yourself and that motherfucker. Like, you come in there broke, you don't eat. You come in there like, you know, off drugs and shit, you coming down and shit. It's just like a fucked up, nasty ass place, you know? Tell the grown people and they don't give a fuck. Y'all grown in this motherfucker, so do what y'all gonna do. That's the only difference. That shit bunked all the way around. And it really didn't start bothering me until I had my baby and was going to jail. Because now my baby daddy dead, and I'm leaving my son to be raised by somebody else, that's really what made me start switching up what I was doing for real.
Wow. So you said your baby daddy had died?
Yeah.
So how was it with you? How was it with you dealing with that? Your baby daddy died. You just having a baby. How was that? How was that for you?
Well, the whole situation is really hard on me. It eat me up at night for real because I found out I was pregnant the day my baby daddy died, and I just wasn't ready for no kids. You know, like I really felt like I was forced. And not saying that I don't love my baby, and I did want my baby too, but I wanted. If I was gonna have a baby, I wanted to be like, you know, this family thing. I'm really trying to get married and shit. Yeah,
all this shit.
I'm not trying to be on no, hella baby daddies and all that shit.
Yeah.
So it really fucked me up because I'm like, damn, bro, like why? My story is different from all my friends. All my friends, they got kids, they got their baby daddies, they got shit. You know, they had places to go. They, you know, shit like that. I didn't have that, so it really bothered me because I took it personal. I'm like, why God picking me to do all this shit? Why I gotta go through all this shit? But it started getting easier on me as I was able to get closer to God, and I started to realize that God puts certain people through certain things because He knows that you can do this, even if you feel like you can't, shit like that. So I really just start getting close to God, and that's how I've been able to get through this shit like by myself, no baby daddy, shit like that. But it still be bothering me because I be feeling responsible for his death sometimes. Even though I know I didn't pull the trigger or whatever, you know.
Why do you feel like you have to blame yourself for it?
Because it's just, I just feel like if I would have just been a little bit smarter about shit, then he probably wouldn't have got killed, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not, it's not no weird shit. I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way, but it is what it is. Motherfuckers know what's going on type shit, you know. So that's pretty much why I feel how I do. And I went through hella shit before I had my son, like where I had a moment and I was like, damn, I fucked somebody else. What if this not his baby? And I'm only keeping...
so you had that situation in the back of your head too?
So I'm like, damn, what if I keep this baby? Because I think this my baby daddy baby and he dead, you know, so I'm trying to... One died, but what if it's not even his baby, you know?
Yeah.
So that shit used to fuck me up. But then when I had my son, I went through a lot of backlash and shit. Motherfuckers was making fake pages and exposing me, asking for
Talk about what?
Because I had hit, he got other kids. My baby daddy got 5 kids. Damn, that nigga got 5 kids. Ayana, Aaliyah, Devea, Armani, Devea, Ayana, Aaliyah, Devea, Armani. Yeah, he got 5 kids. So I asked one of the baby mamas for, you know, I don't know, I fucked up. Gotta get a DNA test from one of y'all since he dead type shit, you know? And it somehow ended up getting out type shit. It was a bunch of drama. You know, we
so
all...
people, you know, they
So it ended up getting out somehow. Motherfuckers made fake pages, start saying how that ain't my... You know, I went through a lot, so it really fucked me up. But it made me go harder though, because not like that. I got to a point where I was like, I don't give a fuck who baby it is, who the daddy is. It's my son for sure.
Right.
So it really just, I was like, fuck all that, and it just started making me do what I do, you know.
Okay, I feel that. So let's kind of start diving into the music a little bit. What kind of got you into the music?
I've been rapping since I was like young, for real, like 12 probably is from when I can remember. But I do, matter of fact, probably young, in kindergarten, me and my mama performed Lil' Kim and Shanice Shake Your Bum Bum, and I just, you thought it was my song the way I performed it and rapped it to her. My mama was kind of like, maybe you gonna be a rapper one day. My mom does poetry. She write for funerals and she even write raps. She raw.
Right.
So when I start seeing her do that, I'm like, okay, cool. Still wasn't really into it. I was ready the streets bad, you know.
Yeah.
And then Nicki Minaj came out, and that's when I really start like, oh, I like what she doing with the words. I like that. That's cool. I think I could do that. Start being funny, playing around, writing a little rap. And then Leah, she from North. She another rapper. She really was rapping first. And I made a rap too, like, hold on, I gotta show y'all Leah ain't the only one can rap. Shit, you know? Was going crazy, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to start rapping, you know?
You remember any of your first raps coming up?
Yep, I do. My very first one, I was like, yeah, I was there 12.
12 years old?
Miss Maya, ain't none flyer, run my own empire, if you know what I mean. Making heads turn when I step on the scene. Came in the game as a princess, but now I'm crown queen. Dressed to impress, I'm a fly young thing. Inherit 10 carats on my diamond ring. Nah, it's only 4, but hell, I can dream. Dime piece, baby. Can you have my number? Let me think about it, maybe. The swagger, compliment the style. Man, that's crazy. She only 12 years old. Damn, that's amazing. 10s across the board. That's how they gonna rank me. And your girl is ice cold. So give me my blanket. When I step up on the scene, the industry gonna thank me, Miss Maya.
At 12?
Oh God.
Okay.
I performed that at a little talent show in the mall. They used to be doing these little shows and shit. And then the people was like, it was really all a big scam for them to get money and shit. But they really was hitting me like on the side, like
we was
you really talented. You should, you know, do this, do that. But I was always getting shit like where I was having to pay them, like, you know. And my mama was like, no, you the talent, they pay you. Right. So I stopped fucking with it for a little bit. But that was my very first rap, and then from then on, I knew I was a rapper.
So what was like one of the first songs that you dropped that you felt like it caught some attention in your career?
It was my first day out. I did my first day out. The T Grizzly remix. Okay. This was my very, like, I blew up. Well, I didn't blow up, but I went up because I got out of county. Everybody knew about the situation where, you know, I fought the girl. My mama bust the girl eye open. But she lied and said I hit her with a hammer, because, you know, they could have took my mama to jail. She could have bailed out, fought her from the streets. They knew as a juvenile, it was no bail, no nothing. I was gonna have to sit. So I ain't gonna lie, they hit me where it hurt, you know. They lied on me. My cousin ended up getting hit by a car, and they lied and said they wanted me to come in and tell them about that type shit, you know. My mama picked me up from school, and I'm like, I'm not trying to go tell them nothing.
How old was you at the time?
I want to say I was 14, 15. It's a little rough. I don't know.
I was trying to go nowhere.
Yeah, on God. I'm gonna have to look back and see. I can't remember my exact age, but it was when I first started my real fighting real cases. Not no petty juvenile weekend sit down type shit. That was my first real big case. And so everybody knew about it. You know, everybody knew the truth. It was a big ass trial. I went to trial for like 18 months. In juvenile hall that whole time, bro. You know. So I got out. I mean, I didn't get out and write that song. I wrote that song when I got to county, and this was just because I was on some. This was my first time in county. I'm like, this is my first time in big girl jail, and they put me in there for, I think, 6 months. Like my first case as an adult type shit. So I wrote my first day out, and I was talking about the situation. I'm like, you know, I know they prayed on my downfall. Feds was on me like I really hit that bitch with a hammer. I was mad every day. I had to sit in the slammer, and she the reason I don't fuck with the Crescents I manner. Like, you know, I was talking shit about shit that people know and shit, so motherfuckers came to listen. And that got like, it got a lot of views right now, but it got like 50K views within the first week, and at the time I didn't know how big that was. Jay Will was the one like, you know, nigga, you went up on that song, you know, you gotta do something else. And we did some other shit. We just was rapping and shit, utilizing my little skills, but I kept going to jail. I was in and out of jail. Right. And so after that, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take this shit serious. And I went to prison too. So that's when I came home from prison this side. That's when I really start the Thizzlers and putting myself out there. At one point in time, I was just trying to wait for somebody to come to me, and then social media start getting a buzz. This is how people getting famous. Like, so I'm in.
I feel that. And we also seen you was doing a lot of work with Mozzy too. So can you kind of explain to us your relationship with Mozzy?
Yeah, that's my dog. He my favorite rapper, and so I just always told myself when he first came out, when he used to be the little dirty black nigga in sack rapping with no shirt on and shit, you know, I was fucking with him, and I always said I want to do a song with him. That's who I'm trying to rap like, pretty much. I'm like, he is basically, he's saying what I be wanting to say. I just can't say it because, you know, I don't know how, like, you know. But I start listening to him, and so a lot of people will say that I steal his flow and shit. We got a good relationship on God. He found me on the Thizzler. Lil Blood put his manager Davo onto my music. They hit me up and had me come to the studio, helped me make a whole album, like, off the love. Didn't even know if I was serious or nothing, you know? And so, as of now, they helping me pretty much. Mozzy just helped me get on my feet in the industry type shit. Like, you know, he letting me use his platform. I'm not signed to him or nothing. Right. It's all off the love type shit, you know? So that's pretty much our relationship, which makes me so happy. I can't believe I could just pick up my phone and call, like, what you doing?
Right.
Shit, yeah, that shit hard. I manifested that though. Oh God.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a crazy little story right there. So let's get into your song you got out called Superman featuring Sally. Yeah, so get into the recording process for that song, how you guys kind of got linked up, and then you feel me shooting the video.
Oh yeah, so pretty much, you know, that's mandatory. Sally Rule, Mozzy, like, right. You know, you fuck with Mozzy, it's inevitable that you gonna run into Sally, you know? Facts. So we be, like now, after they invited me to the studio, now it's just like I could call them, no, I'm cool with this, you don't want this no more? Now actually, it's just like I do want that. Oh mama, I would too, but I'm drinking this shit. Good. So pretty much I could just call Davo, like I'm in LA, I need to go to the studio. Okay. We go to the studio, we just be vibing. Like it's not no how many hours you need type shit. Well, it is like that. It's organized and shit. Right. All of it be coming. But I could just go in that motherfucker, and I went in there. I ain't gonna lie, I popped the ecstasy, and I felt like Superman. Oh God, I felt like Superman. Yes, I popped ecstasy. I don't give a fuck.
And it gives you them superpowers.
Yeah, it make me feel like a rock star for real. Off ecstasy, like I really feel like I could beat your ass. Oh God.
Damn, girl, you got that superhuman straight for real.
I swear to God. So I popped ecstasy. It helps me write my music. It might be a mind thing. I plan to stop one day because I don't really like being like you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
But it helped me write my music better. So I guess you could say I'm like cheating, taking steroids type shit. That's what I use.
In the gym.
Oh God. So I listen to FMBDZ. I think that's his song. Whoever got a super saiyan, something like that.
Yeah.
I kind of, you know, and
someone
a lot
from
of people
Detroit.
Say,
someone from out of Detroit.
See, a lot of people say I stole his flow too. And not like that. I don't steal nobody's flow. I mean, I steal their flow, but them bars is mine.
Right,
you know?
Right.
So I heard that shit. I'm like, oh, I could do something with that. So I go to the studio. I record it. I did a second verse to it. I mean, I recorded the verse, whatever. I did a second verse. Goggles, the A&R. He didn't like it really, you know? So he like, you don't always got to finish the song. You could just do a verse and a hook and let somebody get on it.
Yeah.
And then just like, it just so happened, I don't know if it was that day or a few days after Silly Rue was on the other side recording. I went in there, that's when I met him for the first time. And they was listening to my music. That's what made me walk over there. So I walked over there, he was listening to my music. He got on 2 songs, actually.
Almost, it was close.
Yeah.
We going through it.
So he was listening to it, he got on 2 songs. He got on like one of my little songs, I Try to Be Nasty, then he got on that Superman. And we picked Superman for him to get on. And he just, you know, did it out the love. And after we recorded it, figured out it was going to be a hit, we planned a video, shot it in LA.
Okay, that's
simple as that.
Line that motherfucker up and got her done.
It was that easy.
That's what's up. So let's get into another song you got out called Free to Swerve. What's that one about?
That's pretty much my way of showing my brothers and shit that, you know, they coming on this journey with me. Like, I'm not gonna leave them behind. Wow. I can't do much for them right now. You know, some of them still fighting for their life. Some of them sentenced, damn near got half of their life type shit, you know. And since I can't just be throwing hundreds and money and shit on their books, I try to include them in what I got going on so that they don't feel left out ever, because, you know, they made me who I am on God, for real.
Okay, I feel
that's pretty much it. That's what that song about. I just was rapping for my brothers, and we was at the hood. We was at the hood day. We was in the hood. I forgot what the event was, so I just shot it there because that park that I shot it at, that's where we grew up at. That's my background type shit. So it's kind of like a intro to the swerve. This is what I'm about to be rapping about. This is what I got going on. You know, I mean, I claim the same gang. I ain't switch it up and fuck the suckers, even ones I fuck. Okay.
Hey, it be like that. It be like that though. So we had just seen you. We seen you on the Thizzler Cypher. Can you kind of explain to us your experience at the Thizzler Cypher?
It was a pretty good experience. I ain't gonna lie. The whole experience, it was nothing like really bad I could say about it at all. It was just one little mishap where after we recorded the initial cypher. Is that the right word? I'm trying to use big words and
yeah,
shit.
you did
Okay.
that. You did that shit too. Okay, she educated. Let me find out.
They changed the beat. You know, I don't know what happened with that.
They changed the beat.
Yeah.
From it was a different. You recorded on a different beat than they released.
Yeah, when we did the Cypher, we recorded to a beat. I don't know who made the beat. I want to say.
They don't even say don't.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie on my mama. I was just finna say that. I was finna say they changed the beat. I don't know what happened, but my song that I wrote to the original beat, I made it flow to the first beat. It went hard. Certain bars hit when the beat did certain shit.
Right.
So when they changed the beat, it kind of threw me off. I was upset about that because I feel like it kind of downplayed my skills a little bit because it made me sound like Blueface type shit. Like I didn't get to write the beat how I really was supposed to, you know? And I just wish that I would have been able to make it go to that beat because I could make my bars go to anything, you know?
Right. Okay, so you kind of feel like you wasn't able to fully showcase what you had for that beat specifically because you could have came way harder.
Exactly, yeah, because a few of the comments was like, it's not, her bars is there, but that beat is not for her. That's what they were saying, you know? And so I'm like, you fucking right. Because at first I was gonna say, mind your motherfucking business, don't worry about what beat for me. But then I'm like, you right, that's what it is, because I couldn't pinpoint what was wrong with it. But then I was getting so much good feedback, it overshadowed the negative feedback. Except for these two bitches that was talking on Instagram and shit.
What was they on?
Man.
What was they saying?
They talking about it was the weakest bitches on the Thizzler Cypher this year. I should have been on it. Like, you would have been on it if you was one of them bitches, you know? Ooh. And she gonna say it was constructive criticism.
To call y'all weak bitches?
That is not constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is, she could have wrote the beat a little better. Next time, do this. You know? Yeah. You just straight up calling me a weak bitch. Like, and then it's only 3 bitches on there. Now you saying you're not talking about me. You talking about one of us 3, and since them 2 ain't got shit to say, I do. So what's that?
So which one is it?
Correct me, yeah. And I ain't like that shit. And then she tried to talk about she want to do bar for bar rap battles and shit, which negative, non-negotiable. Can't nobody fuck with me bar for bar. I don't care. Like, I'm not the best in the world for real, but like not like that. I don't think no local female rappers could sit with me. I'm gonna give Lil Kayla her props for sure though, cause she for sure got some bangers out. Her wordplay is raw as fuck, you know. Coley Rue, it's a few, but them 2 negative. Not
could never.
Not gonna happen.
I'm hella weak. And you just mentioned Lil Kayla. You and Lil Kayla got a song out too. So can you kind of explain to us how you guys kind of connected with each other? Oh yeah, for sure. I don't even know how we connected. I want to say, like, you know, I already knew Lil Kayla. Who don't know Lil Kayla from the Bay? I don't know how she found out about me, but I know my first time actually like meeting her and holding a conversation, she shot a video of Blasted in the Hood. Okay. And I met her there, and then we follow each other on Instagram along the way. We just start vibing, like, you know, she just starts sharing my stuff, and I sharing her stuff, and it just went like that. Just like a regular little female rap connection type shit, you know? Like, that song came about because she already had it out. She was talking her shit on there. And I wrote a verse to it but I didn't even tell her I wrote a verse to it. Oh, you just... Yeah, and then one day she hit me and told me to get on it. And I was like, look at God. Ready. Hey, I'm ready. Exactly. So we got it done like that. Boom. She said she was waiting on her specific videographer, Terrence, to come out here to shoot it. And he finally ended up coming out here from Texas, and we shot the video and got it done. Okay, that's what's up. That's crazy. Is that her right there? Yeah, that's her name right there. She been through. She gonna come to the interview one of these days. Come on, Kayla. I'm gonna tell her to. She gonna come do it now, because she be calling me like, I want you to do this beat. I want you to do this freestyle. Do this, and I be doing them. So I'm gonna be like, bitch, I always do what you ask me to do. Right. Yeah, please, because she be playing with me. She be like, yeah, it's good. And then she be like, nah, nigga, I ain't fucking with you. I be like, Kayla, come on. I got you. I ain't gonna lie. She's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. She a hard worker though, for sure. Like I didn't shot a video with her in it too, and she was straight to it. Like, hey, you ready? You ready? Yeah, like, all right, she about her business, but she just like, I can't explain it. The bitch ain't no joke though. That's what I'm saying. She don't be playing. She be pushing her issue. For sure. So we had just recently posted a video. It seemed like you had gotten into some kind of altercation between you and some grown ass man. So can you kind of explain to us that situation and what was going on with that?
Yes, I sure in the fuck can, because I was arguing with them comments too. I really gotta stop doing that. But pretty much, I was homeless and shit, staying with my partner Fatty, and she worked at the hair shop. She let me use her car when she in the hair shop and shit to get around and do whatever I need to do, handle my business, you know. So I was pulling out from the shop, and it's like a real busy street, but you come out this small little cut, you know, but still, people that see you coming, they know that cut right there. So they know to stop, slow down for you, whatever. So I'm pulling out. The nigga stopped, but then he come flying, trying to scoop past. I guess he had a little piece of hope that he could get past faster, and he smacked the car. I was blowed, cuz. Not like that, I don't got no money. You can hit this girl car. So I'm already hot, so I'm in the car catching my breath, taking deep breaths. He get out talking that shit, black bitch this, black bitch that. He was saying a bunch of random shit, so I'm like, all right, cool, I'm still calming down. I finally get out the car. And he kept doing shit with his hands, talking real strong in his accent and shit. So I like, nigga, you better back up off me for real. And he spit at me. I lost my motherfucking mind. That's what happened.
That nigga spit on you?
He spit at me. It didn't get on me.
Okay.
But it was the principle.
It could have got on you.
It could have. So I'm finna show you, just so you can know next time not to spit, because this is what's gonna happen if it lands, you know. So I fire his shit up on God. And then I picked something up and hit him with it. The police end up coming. He wanted me arrested. They seen on the video that my partner had recorded that it was, you know, him who initiated what was going on. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. If I go to jail, this nigga going to jail too, cause he spit at me. I don't give a fuck. They like,
that's assault right there.
Yeah. They like, if you want her arrested, you have to get arrested too. He sat there like this for 10 minutes, just staring me in my face, trying to debate my life in this man's hands right now. He's got me sitting there waiting on him to determine if I'm gonna live or die. That's what's wrong with him. So fuck that bitch ass nigga. They was on the comments talking about I was a bully. I'm not no bully, cuz. I just know how to fight. I'm just not getting my ass beat.
And on top of that, they didn't even see the whole story. Your peoples couldn't even catch it in time because they just kind of caught what they caught. You feel me?
Exactly. So that's it, and it's not my fault. That's the video turned out like that. Oh well. You know. That's crazy. I done been beat up before and shit though. Like you know. I don't win every fucking fight I have. I got my ass beat in the pen. They was jumping the fuck out of me.
They jumped you?
Hell yeah, I'm not no bully, cuz I defend myself. Motherfuckers be picking at me and they be feeling like, oh, I could be the one to end her reputation type shit.
Right, I feel you.
Yeah, and then when I go full-fledged, this is why I got my reputation, bitches don't play with me, I'm a bully. No, they got me fucked up. But yeah, they was jumping me and shit in the pen, nigga. I ain't no bully.
What was that situation? Why they even jumping?
Nigga, because I wasn't cleaning up how they wanted me to clean up and do all that. But don't get me wrong. This is my first time in the pen, so give me a chance. Not like that. Like, I get it. Y'all got to live here. You know, I get it now that I've been through it. But at the time, I don't know. Like, you know, I clean up how I clean up, period. So they wanted me to do certain shit, certain ways and shit like that. I'm like, listen. This ain't that. Y'all not, like, you know, what the fuck I think y'all is.
For real.
So, I ended up scrapping one of them, and she couldn't fuck with me. She went and got her friends. They wanted their back feds. They couldn't fuck with me. And so they started jumping me. A stud picked me up, slammed me, stunned me out and shit. It's okay, because they from Oakland, they from the Bay. But yeah, it was hectic. That was hectic.
That's crazy that you even had to go through shit.
Man, on God. That's why I'm so humble, for real. Because I really been through a lot. I know how shit could change. I know that I could be the big dog one day and somebody could turn me into the pup, you know? So I'm real humble.
It builds you. You feel me? That shit.
Oh God, I'm just going with the flow, for real. I don't know how I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't know why people have so much negative to say about me when I'm just going with the flow. I'm not trying to do nothing that I'm doing intentionally.
I feel that. So, how you feel like the music scene is in like the Bay Area right now? As far as music coming out, support systems, and all that shit.
I feel like it's just a bunch of crabs in a bucket, for real. Because everybody all pulling each other down trying to get to the top. Like, you know, motherfuckers always got something to say about somebody's music. It's like at this point, the only people that support a certain person's music is the people from their hood. Like the people that know they talking facts in their music. the people that know what's going on in the songs type shit. And then you would catch a few little randoms from other hoods playing other people's hood music, like the city and North. Like you would see them clicking up and doing music and shit, but it's all really like everybody just trying to find their own little place in the industry, but they got so much, everybody telling them what they doing wrong instead of what they should do right type shit. So it's just a bunch of everybody trying to fight to get out of the same situation. Like every rapper's story is the same. Every rapper them been to jail, been homeless, had to go through shit and then talk about it in their songs pretty much. So we all got the same story, we just say it differently type shit, but they don't let nobody be great, like, you know? They say a motherfucker stealing somebody's flow. But now I'm not stealing their flow, they inspired me, so I'm finna see if I can do what they did. I might be better at the flow than them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just watered down to me, I ain't gonna lie. That's why sometimes I be like, you'll see me post, I'm done rapping for real, cause I be giving it my all just for motherfuckers to bring me down, and I know I be having so much love, but the hate really affects me because how could you hate me? I don't got nothing, you know? So I don't know, I just take stuff personal for real, so I don't think that I want to be in the industry, the you know, the money, take care of my son, be comfortable and shit, but sometimes I be like, maybe I need to be a clerk or something because I'm good with a keyboard, like, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. So do you feel like as a female rapper you need to have sex appeal?
Oh yeah, I'm bittersweet. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know, because like as a woman, period, you need to have sex appeal. Like, you know, that's pretty much what every woman wants to have. That's what men want to see. Sex appeal. But I feel like you don't need it to make it, but pretty much that's what you have been having to do to make it. So that's what people been doing, because that's the only way out, you know? Yeah.
You feel like you gotta be like show hella sex appeal to go mainstream, because you know we got like the Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B's, you feel me? We got a lot of the titties out all the time, the fake asses and shit. Do you ever feel pressured by like industry girls that already have success to do shit like that?
No, not at all. I be seeing it, and to be honest, I don't think nothing of it. It don't affect me at all, because I'm not getting under no needles, knives, tables, none of that. I'm not doing none of that shit, for real. So I'm like, shit, it ain't bothering me. I don't give a fuck. All power to you, you know? But I do be like, I noticed that it probably would have got me farther if I was to do it. I know that, but I'm not doing it. I don't give a fuck. If my bars, talent, skills, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, if that's not enough, then it just ain't for me. You know? But I do know, like, for instance, when I talk about prostitution in my songs and shit, I do notice that gets pointed out a lot more than me talking about getting custody of my son, or me, you know, wanting to be a star, or, you know, just the regular shit, you know. I do notice that shit that revolves around sex and stuff like that gets more attention. So that's what I use to my advantage pretty much. Instead of me buying a fake ass, I got you, you want to know all my business as when I was a prostitute? I'm going to talk about it in the song, and I'm going to get them views. So that's how I go about it. I'm not getting my ass done. Titties, lips, nose, none of that. They not gonna fuck me up, cause that shit's scary.
Fuck no, you ain't going out like that.
Yeah, that's scary. You be seeing the bitches getting pushed down and
fucked up sometimes.
Yeah, I seen a video of a bitch flipping her booty cheek around like this. It looked like a big block of cheese in her shit, the one in circles. I feel like I got the worst fucking luck in the world. I'm always the one in jail, so I bet you I'll be the one to get an ass and my shit be flipping upside down and shit. I'm not doing that.
She said, nope, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck no. I feel that. Better safe than sorry, huh?
Yeah, on God.
So, and you said you had just mentioned too, you was making songs about prostitution and shit. Can you kind of get into that?
Well, I pretty much don't make like full songs about prostitution, but I definitely got songs where I've mentioned fucking somebody for some money, or prostitution, or something like that, because that is my story. I have been seen on the blade by people. So they know for a fact I'm not lying in this song type shit. I really like to tell my story, my business, because people really know my business anyway. And so since I'm talented enough to be able to turn it into a metaphor, why not, you know? So I don't really make full songs like
You just
like
kinda,
Trina, Prostitution type shit, but I'm gonna throw it in there and then it'll make a nigga like, I done gave a nigga my number and we'll be talking and they'll go listen to my song and they'll take me back like, you used to be a prostitute? But see, sometimes I don't be comfortable enough to just tell a nigga that off the bat. So them listening to my song and then asking, it helped me break it down. This is what it is. I'm giving you the opportunity to know, like, you know. So if a nigga if a nigga don't know that I have ever sold pussy in whatever type of shit, that's your fault. You should have been supporting my music,
right?
Like, you know. So that's pretty much how that go as far as the prostitution.
So how old was you when that kind of started?
That, to be honest, I just started doing that shit. I'm not no real stump down hella years in this shit. When I got out the pen, I started doing that shit for real. Cause I was before I went to the pen, I was fucking with this nigga, and he was in the pen. And we was, you know, jail talking. He was gonna buy me a unicorn and shit when he came home.
Type shit.
Like, you know, in my ear. And I ended up going to the pen. So when I got out, I felt like I owed him that, you know, because he was answering the phone in jail and shit. Like, you know, niggas leave me when I go to jail. Fast. I ain't never had a nigga stay with me while I was in jail. He held me down, none of that. You know? He used to have people sending me pictures of him. He had money on the phone. He not no sit down and write a letter ass nigga, but money on the phone was enough for me. You know?
To let you know, like,
So I got out and started fucking around. I was this age, shit, 20. I'll say 20.
Like
How old was I when I got out? No, I was 21. Hella grown, so I could do that. No, I'm just saying. No, I was 21 though, for sure, because I turned 21 in the pen. And I got out January, the month after my birthday. So I was 21, facts.
Feel that. What do you feel like kind of got you into it? Like, did you feel like you didn't have another option, or was there someone else involved? Like, what kind of, you feel me? Like, what kind of sparked it for you?
Yeah, pretty much on top of, but outside of me feeling like I owed him that type of shit, you know, even though I didn't owe him that, now that I know, because I don't owe a motherfucker nothing, you know. I was manipulating myself to believe that I owed him that to make it okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, outside of that, I really I had options. I'm talented as fuck. I could rap, I had options. I just got to a point where I was already in, so fuck it. I'm all in now, because whatever I do, I give it my all. But then I started, like, I'll be fucking a trick and I have to tell myself, I need this money for my son, you know? And then I'll be fucking another trick and I'll be like, I need this money to eat, you know? And then I'll be fucking tricks, and like, I need this money to give me an apartment type shit. So it really just started being more so selfish reasons, because I ended up stopped fucking with the nigga and still was going.
And was still doing it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
but then I started feeling too good for the blade. Motherfuckers was riding by playing my music and shit.
Really? Yes. So how was that? How was that for you?
Embarrassing. I'm not doing that.
Right. Like, it make you feel like why are you trying to put me out there? Like, I'm already out here now.
That shit I really used to feel belittled, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no telling what they pulling off and saying after they see me on the blade. They probably saying what I'm saying, damn, bitch, you talented and you standing on the corner type shit, you know? Yeah. That shit started making me feel like this. I don't like feeling like that. So that's what really I was doing for a little bit and I stopped. But then I had regulars and shit, like $500 regulars.
Oh, so there's no stopping those.
Yeah, so I stopped going to the blade. But I pull up on a nigga fast. Right now today.
Call.
Oh God. I'm telling you, right now today, I pull up on a nigga fast. You know, if they talking about what I'm talking about, but now I feel like I've grown for real, because I'm not doing nothing under 500 at this point. Yeah. Like, cause if you really want me, you gonna give me my money. You don't get my money, you don't really want me, go get you somebody that's gonna take what you got, cause I'm not settling for less no more. No.
Do you feel like after you had left that nigga and you said you were still doing it because of the money? Was it just coming in fast for you?
Yeah, I definitely was still doing it for the money. But then when I start getting to because hoes go through these phases, and a hoe go through this phase and ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna say something because that shit ain't even right, because it really got to the point where I was just hoeing to get through the day.
Okay, so
not
survival. You was just surviving.
not even home to be able to stack. Like you know, like I'm not saying that the motherfucker gotta pay a nigga. A bitch can stack her money and do her shit, but me specifically, it wasn't for me no more. I couldn't do it if I didn't have a nigga, you know. And then even when I had a nigga, I wasn't seeing nothing but dice getting shot with my shit.
Right,
nigga.
Hot. You was hot.
Hell yeah. So no. So that's why I was like, you know, but then I couldn't even stack it because I would bust a day for $80 on the blade, and then I gotta go get me some gas, 40 to fill the tank up. I got $40 left. So that's like I just fucked for $40.
Right. Like that was.
It got pointless to me for real. It got to the point where I was like, what? I could charge a motherfucker $80 for a verse and do hella verses all day long. Just stand out here and fuck for that shit. Niggas sweating on top of me. Like hella shit, like cuz for real. And then I really got spiritual and started believing in the soul ties, and every person you have sex with, you get that energy and shit. Even if you using a condom, I don't want that shit on me. I really got disgusted with myself, so I really had to stop. I didn't want a nigga touching me. I didn't even want to. I couldn't kiss my son, no nothing. And my son used to be like, you know, like, oh, I love you, doo-doo, you know. That shit started making me feel like less of a woman, cuz, so I cut it out. And I don't want nobody to get discouraged, because like I said, I still pull up on a nigga fast. But it's just certain shit's like, you know, some shit for you, some shit not. It's probably a stump down out there going crazy. It wasn't for me, cuz. That's it.
So you got any projects or any singles coming out that we should be on the lookout for? Yeah,
for sure. Y'all definitely should be on the lookout. The Barbie's Jailhouse. That's finna drop. I want to say it's an album. I don't want to say it's an EP. I don't know yet, because I'm basically working with Davo on it.
Okay.
Mozzy manager.
Yeah.
And so me and Mozzy got a song on there. Superman gonna be on there, and then the rest of the songs is just me by myself, I believe. Yeah. So I'm on there just pretty much. I brought them to the jailhouse, you know. In this cell, we got the bitch who crying and sad. In this cell, we got the bitch who with the shit fighting. We got the bitch in this cell. Like each song is just like, you know, different kind of emotions. Each song, where you know, shit you go through in the jailhouse. You know.
I feel that you just trying to take them through the motions of it, so they can kind of see it through your perspective. Yeah,
for sure. I wrote the song when I was feeling how I was feeling, and so. It's gonna be dope. Oh God, it should be coming within the next 2 weeks. At this point, it's depending on me. I gotta get out there and finish one more thing, and we're gonna be good.
Okay, bet that. So, you got any last thoughts that you wanna leave off with any fans that's watching you right now?
Yep, 2 things. One, I don't want nobody to hate on me, no nothing. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions. I just want y'all to try to understand me before y'all get to judging the motherfucker off an Instagram post, for real. And my nails look like this because I'm going to the lake today. I might scrap a bitch. My shit don't look like this all the time. That's it.
Don't have her fucked up, man.
On everything. Oh God.
All right, y'all. So it's Starlight Fee wrapping up another interview, and this is Certified Star. Hey.
Show me what you working with. Hey, show me what you working with. Shake some, you can twerk that shit. Hey, shake some, you can twerk that shit. Show me what you working with. Hey, show me what you working with. Shake some, you can twerk that shit. Hey, shake some, you can twerk that shit. Show me.